you never know. You never knew.
Well, yeah, first of all, I don't really know why I wanted to do the walk so bad. I heard about someone else doing it, and I think about 10 to 15 people do it every year. And I didn't know it was possible, you know? Same way you talking about, you seen the, like me doing the whatever. I just seen, you hear about someone, you go, oh, you could do that? It's like, right when I heard someone, I go, I want to do that. But I contextualize it very similar to how I would any album. It might be my best album, My Walk Across America. I think it's a piece of art. It's a beautiful thing to do, and so that's maybe a little bit why I was attracted to it. But honestly, it was a very slow and difficult process to actually start. A lot like you were explaining at the beginning of our conversation about moving out of LA. I had wanted to do it for maybe 4 or 5 years. And to walk across America, strategically, the best way is to start at the end of winter, the beginning of spring. And that way you can finish before winter starts. So basically get the whole thing in without winter. Mm-hmm. There's no real great place to be in winter. And every spring, something would come up. Oh, I'm not done with the album. I am done with the album. I got to go on tour. I'm done with the tour. I got to do another album. It was like there was always something in the way. And there was, you're also absolutely right. It was a horrible business decision. It's like I had just put an album out and I told my team, I'm going to do this walk. And they're like, dude, we're not going to make any money. It's like they get paid when I get paid, So you're not going to play any shows. You're not going to do sponsors because I didn't want to do sponsors. I thought it was sleazy. I was just going to do the walk. And so it's like no one ever said, hey, this is a great time to do this. Or like, this really fits in well this year. So you really had to just, like you were saying about moving, you really just had to decide, hey, I'm the only one that has to live this life. I'm the only one got to be in this body. And I know it's something I have to do before I die. And the other thing that happened really was when Avicii died, man. Avicii died that summer. And I was like, man, I can't fucking put this off another year. This is my life. This is my life right now. And I don't know how long it's going to last. Obviously I try to eat well and be healthy and whatnot. So, but none of this shit's promised.
Walk
it's
outside
like,
and just get anything can happen.
We're going to die. Yeah. We're going to die. It's feel like, how do you decide this? Like, just remember, I'm going to die, and I can either do this. This is something that can happen while I'm still living or not. And that's my decision. And so I made the decision to make it happen. And I don't want to act like it was an easy decision or that I wasn't scared either. I was freaking out. But basically, I was in LA and we walked east to west. So we drove to New Jersey. And that whole drive I'm even freaking out now remembering this. Man, we're driving so long, man. We drove like a week to get to this. I'm just looking out the window like, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this, Or like,
so you had.
I just had no idea if I could make it or not.
So you had
There's no
doubts.
way to know unless you try. There's no you can't really build up to it, or it's like you could be in good shape, but so I was really scared, man. I was really scared, and I just, as you know, I suspect it's a lot of good things on the other side of fear, and So one of the things I went to was playing shows. Cause I don't know about you, but I get nervous for every show. And when I first started out, I would get nervous and I would think, oh, you know, a real pro wouldn't be nervous now. And then I would spiral out and I'd do not a great job. And then as I kept performing more and more, I realized, okay, all pros feel this. And some people are able to be with the feeling and then do their best anyways, or do a good job anyways. So I went to that when I was starting my walk. I go, okay, I'm nervous. I'm scared. Got it. Thank you. But I'm still going to go. I'm going to walk this first day tomorrow. I'm only walking 8 miles on my first day. And that's all I have to do. So it's like step one, take one step. And just did that. And then try not to do any math because that's way less than 1% of the journey. You know, it's like almost 3,000 miles, and 8 is I don't know what percentage, but it's less than 1. You know, so it's just like show up the next day, no matter what.
You ready?